if men and women inherently function differently, what is the pushback about a woman functioning as a woman? Of course, women are validated on their looks because that's how women are evaluated in society. Why wouldn't she? Why would she function based on tangible goals if that's the way men operate? Like, this is such a frustrating circular argument.
Yeah, because it's not only on looks too. Like looks plays a part of it. You know what I'm saying? But you got to understand, like we have to self improve in other ways. You know what I'm saying? There's other things that there are other ingredients that go into the relationship, right? Looks is what got me to the door. It's not what let me in or what let you in, right? And sort of there are people who are, sexually attractive, but they're not relationship attractive. You know what I'm saying? And sort of we need to understand that the two are a difference. We have to self improve in our ability to communicate, to listen effectively, to handle conflict resolution, how to show up for one another. There's all these other byproducts that we tend to kind of miss or not hit on because we're so focused on the looks, and we get it. We love beautiful, attractive women, but understand that's only a certain amount that will only go so far. And I will land by saying this point: a woman's looks is not what's going to raise your children. So you need to make sure you choose wisely.
But it may dictate how your kids look. I'm just playing. It's a joke.
Hey, you seen that dude? You seen that dude that sued the lady who got plastic surgery because his kids came out beat?
I mean, pretty is a privilege as well. But okay, so let's go into the video. We do have a video, you guys.
I want to read you about, this is a column where they answer some of the real problems that we have today in marriage, okay? Now, I don't want you guys to take this lightly. I want to pretend like we are answering this woman's question, okay? Dear Jessica, that's the girl's name. My husband wakes me up in the middle of the night wanting sex. I struggle to fall back asleep afterwards and have told him so. I wake up very early for work each day, so the fact that he continues to awaken me troubles me because I am not getting adequate sleep. When I bring this up, he claims I wake him up and that he is trying to satisfy me. I feel like he's gaslighting me, but he continues to insist it is my doing. How do I help? Now,
so maybe he's rossing it, and then
maybe
he's thinking, you know what, it's a good session. I can go back to sleep there because women do wake up once you've had sex.
I thought it was your duty to have sex with your husband. So I'm just
marriage is an exclusive sexual contract. If you deny your partner sex, like who is he supposed to go get it from?
Yeah, but even in military, you're not always on duty. You're only on duty on a certain time. Like,
no, you're always on duty.
Supposed to be on duty.
Listen,
like, say if you are the horse guard parade, you only on duty while you stand there.
No.
If you stop messing with. So essentially, you get to be a wife when you feel like it.
No, what I'm trying to say is you always.
So, what you guys' opinion on that? And I know there was a TikTok and it kind of said the same thing about waking somebody up. I know you guys have seen that, but we'll just go with the Miss Pearly version of it. So what are you guys' thoughts on that? Do you think that's a lady's duty? Not, don't get me wrong, I know sex is a duty. You should definitely have sex with your husband. But how did you guys feel about the scenario itself as it relates to duty?
I think it is a duty, and I bet she's not falling asleep because she's feeling resentful towards him waking her up. I don't believe that crap. That I don't know. That's just so insane. Like, they're blaming each other. That's one or the other is waking each other up. Regardless, I'll just keep it short. Yes, it is a wife's duty, but you also should still communicate, like regular human beings. If your husband wants X, and just, I don't know, communicate and talk about it. But again, her saying that she can't fall asleep, that kind of seems, I don't know about that. I think she's resentful, probably. But
doesn't it sound so impersonal when you're saying sex is a duty? Like, I don't know. It just sounds robotic. It doesn't sound like
chore.
If I'm with my husband, I want to be with him because I'm excited. I'm looking.
That's the same thing the lady said. I didn't.
Right. I'm looking forward to the like. Just saying, okay, let me roll over is my duty. Like it just sounds so like.
Well, getting off the way it sounds, we know that it's the sound. I don't want to get down that rabbit hole because that's the same thing the young lady said. I wanted to specifically say in that scenario because she did not want to do it. So it felt like a duty in that point because she didn't want to do it in the middle of the night. So that's why we're going to call it a duty. Mm-hmm. So since she did not want to do it, how did you guys feel like? Do you think it was her duty to do it? Or do you think that it's just, what is your opinion on that? Not everybody at once.
I think it depends on the expectation that was set. A lot of people don't operate in duty in relationships anyway, especially in marriage in this day and age. That's why we have the level of divorces that we have right now. So I think that if they had that express mindset and they have that collective thought process as a relationship that, hey, listen, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is something that I'm willing to do in spite of how I feel. Okay, cool. But in that case, oftentimes a lot of brothers actually do care about how women feel about a lot of stuff in this day and age. Mm-hmm. If she's tired, most guys will just let it slide because we're trained to be more accommodating to women than we are the other way around. So, okay, fair enough.
All right, so
I'm sorry.
I'm about to sound super toxic, so I'm gonna preface it with that. If she my wife, then I own her mind, body, and soul. So it's a duty. You understand? Like she gonna want to though, but that's just me.
But it's affecting her job, so she has to get up and work. And so if it was the other way around, and you're married, and she wants to wake you up in the middle of the night. And keeps waking you up in the middle of the night to where you're late for work, to where you can't, get to work on time, provide, and things of that nature. So is it still your duty to do that, even though she's waking you up in the middle of the night?
Yeah. She should go to bed earlier. I'm just saying, like, I just think like this is insane that like, and of course this is like a letter. I don't know what the
she can have all the time in the world to give him sex.
Like I see again, like I don't know why she didn't just communicate. Maybe she didn't, but let's assume that she. I don't know why she wouldn't talk about this, and then they both can figure it out. I mean, rare circumstance. Let's say he's sleep pursuing her for intercourse, but again, like I just think it's really dramatic that like, for example, if let's say I was doing that, my husband could call me out and be like, "Yeah, but you're on your phone." Like not getting sleep, whatever. So like if you want to go, I don't know. It's just like priorities, I guess, in my opinion. I don't know this.
Well, my thing is why not just wake her up early when she's about to have to go to work? Like if I know I got to get up at, let's say 6:30 to start getting ready. He's waking her up in the middle of the night and she can't go back to sleep and then she has to get up. Then why not wake her up or ask for it at like 5:30 because then she don't need to go back to sleep anyway. She could get up and go to work.
Or before she even goes to sleep.
That too.
Yeah, I'm not against that. I'm saying in this specific scenario, the way she phrased it, that he was initiating sex for whatever reason at that hour. Like I think she would be appreciative that I was doing it, in my personal opinion. So it's hard for me to even put myself in this state because she mad at him for having sex with her. That's a crazy dynamic.
She's not mad at the sex. She's mad at him waking her up.
Yes.
She said, I have to get up. So you tell your wife she has to work. You want her to work. You want her to get to work on time. But yet you keep waking her up in the middle of the night, which she can't go back to sleep. So you want her to operate on 4 hours of sleep?
Yes.
What if she's the same woman who won't have sex with him like when he asks, like before? Like
that's
you know
why
what I mean?
Like Harrison, you know that's crazy.
It's crazy, but that's what we do.
Like, if she recognizes his need for it, which obviously as a man, then I would be like, okay, I'm not functioning well at work because you're messing up my sleep. Sleep is very important, okay? Obviously. But let's figure out how to make this work versus you're affecting me and this is a problem. Like there's two needs here. You know what I mean? Her sleep and his need for sex or whatever.
Look, Penny, I got 3 kids under 3, right? So right now it's difficult. If it's 1 a.m., 5 a.m., if all them kids go to sleep, it's cracking. Like, I don't care what time it is. It's cracking. It's up.
I mean, I don't think it's a problem of saying, hey, let's get one in. You know, I don't think that's the problem. She's not saying like
she's too many in 3 kids under 3.
Right. I don't think it's a problem of wanting to give him sex, but the problem was he's waking her up in the middle of the night to where she can't function well at work. And 2, also the gaslighting part where he's saying, I'm not waking you up, you waking me up.
Yeah, and I'm not doing that. Like, so I'm not doing that. This shit is trash.
So what is the deal? I kind of agree with Coach K. I think that the ideal situation is like before we go to bed, look, baby, you know, just go ahead and make him happy. That way he don't have to wake up in his sleep. Or in the morning, you know, surprise me with something. I don't know. But because you don't interrupt me in my sleep either, unless it's just a special. It better be once, twice out of the month, not every day, homie.
I can even do once a week, but
especially on a work day. Now,
right.
That's because I work with kids, so my sleep is important for your kids' future. So
it sounds like she just got this guy on a schedule. Like, okay, you have between 9:30 and 10:30. That is your hour. I am going to sleep directly after that. It's like there's like a set schedule of like when this happens or when this needs to happen, which sounds a bit
what's wrong with that though? If let's say if that's the case, what is wrong with saying I'll give it to you whenever, but just make sure like we get it in right before 10 o'clock, 10:30, because I'm gonna go. I have to go to bed by 11 o'clock.
But what's the fun in that? Right.
No, I'm saying what's the fun in it?
I'm starting to see
she's not having fun anyway. She's not having fun.
But why are you gonna put me on the goddamn sex schedule?
No, what I'm saying is she's not having fun if you're waking her up at 2:30 in the morning because you want to have sex. So you're only concerned about your participation in it. When she's saying, listen, I can't keep getting up in the middle of the night doing this. So for both of us to get what I want, this is what compromise is. For both of us to get what we want, I don't care what day we do it, when we do it, we can do it every day of the week, but I need us to get that in by this time because I'm not going to be able to get up in the morning. So
okay, if that's the case, don't you turn me down. Don't you dare turn me down.
I agree.
I don't want to hear no. I don't care if you're on your menstrual or not. I'm going to get my red wings. Give them to me. I'm getting in. I don't care. Don't turn me down.
I think that the overall point is just being considerate of your partner both ways. You know,
first of all, I wouldn't have a partner because that means I have a man. As a man, you don't have. We're not partners.
Okay, so this is to be considerate of your mate, the person that you marry, to compromise. So, can I finish the sentence? Jesus, yeah. Lord have mercy, it's great Sunday. Listen, I think that at the end of the day, I wouldn't want to inconvenience my man. If I can do something not to inconvenience my husband, I would want to do that. And I would hope that he will feel the same way about me. Now, like I said, if this happens every once in a while, comply. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. But if it's every day, sleep is essential for health. It's more than just you need to sleep. It's not like something that's optional. It's kind of mandatory. Okay. So to function 100% daily on what all your tasks have to be, you need to get your sleep. Again, I get it. If it's a spur of the moment and something happens and it's just not normal, for sure. But if it's something consistently, I would have to ask, why is it that it's almost like an ego thing, like I'm trying to disrupt her or I'm trying to, because I would assume as a man, you would want the best interest of your wife, would you not? Would you?
They make melatonin too, so she could just take some of that and go back to sleep.
What? Or tell me when she's in a certain sleep cycle.
I think you lying. I think you're lying. If someone interrupts you every day, you would be really upset.
Yeah, but you act like the man's gonna be pumping for an hour and a half.
You're not saying that. We're saying if you are asleep,
you can't give me 20 minutes and lay your black ass back down.
So Hank, let me ask you a question. It would be the same as you're in your basement, peaceful, and you know how a few minutes ago you were saying she comes in and she starts yapping. You know, she
interrupts. Guess what we do?
Listen,
we sit there and listen, and we'll engage with her, even though we don't want to. We're gonna give her that time, but you won't give me my 20 goddamn minutes because it's all about your sleep. Fuck your sleep, Shantae.
You know, that's kind of like that'll be
there's an essential time, like the Super Bowl, essential time, like essential sleep.
I will pause the Super Bowl to get that ass
every time,
and then I'll go back to the game.